All right, my dudes, we are back in action. I've been away for a little bit, but I got a lot of product reviews, mods, tutorials, all kind of content I need to make. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button. Let's have some fun around here. Today we're looking at the Arcade1Up Pac-Man Plus Cabaret cabinet. This particular cabinet was released a few months ago by Arcade1Up, kind of in secret. No big announcements were made. It looks like this was a Sam's Club exclusive. This cabinet's a very unique cabaret-style shape cabinet from Arcade1Up. And Sam's Club had these marked down to like $200 on their website. I picked one up at my local Sam's Club for only $180. So with tax, yeah, it came to about $200. The thing that I liked about this cabinet, and the only reason why I bought it, considering the low price of the cabinet, is to use this as the base for a modding project that I want to work on. Appearance point of view, the wood grain, the cabaret style shape, all that looks pretty good. You got your cheap little, Arcade1Up coin door sticker for your coin door instead of a coin door mold. But what's nice is the artwork is so limited around the sides of the cabinet. When it comes to modding this into the multicade cabaret that I want to make it, I'm not going to have to buy full artwork packages. Just wait till you see the final product. I already got a bunch of stuff ordered and on the way, so I can't wait to get started on this one. Quick side note, this arcade is the first arcade from Arcade1Up that I've picked up that has had this light up J-panel thing right above the kick plate, and it looks really washed out, but again, that is just the camera. Here's what it looks like when you get in closer and the auto-dimming features aren't being played with on the camera. And you'll notice that the colors look fine. Me personally, I don't see any need for this. There's no reason to have this J-panel lit up. It's just a silly thing in my opinion and kind of stupid. I do like that the control panel is recessed inside of the cabinet and plenty of room for me to get in here with both my hands and play the games. The artwork design is pretty basic. It's your pretty basic Pac-Man design. We've seen this before from Arcade1Up, this one with a predominantly black control panel. You got your on-off switch. You do have your volume slider. You have your typical cheap, crappy Arcade1Up buttons. The joystick, a cheap Sanwa clone that does the job for these type of games. When it comes to the light-up marquee, when turned off, I mean, take a look, guys. I mean, this looks pretty good. Nice coloring, nice little logo design. Exciting new Pac-Man Plus. It looks pretty good when turned off, but when you turn it on, as you can see here, it washes out completely. All the coloring loses all of its luster. It's not the camera in this case. And yeah, it just looks like straight up ass. And also when it's lit up, you could see all this black paint border edges all through the marquee. Really sloppy job here by Arcade1Up. Just doesn't look great at all when it's turned on. But then again, we're going to be modding this thing, so I'm not as angry as I usually am about this crap. I think the bezel here, Arcade1Up did a really good job on. Plus, we got these speakers right up here. No speaker grill covers. What do you expect? This is supposed to be a cheap variant of their typical Pac-Man Bandai-Namco Legacy type cabinet. Speakers are loud enough. They're not too loud, not too soft. Speakers are fine. And of course, this bezel looks really good. Love the mixture of the black coloring with the brown cabaret wood style. Now, if I was going to keep this cabinet stock, or, if I was one of you out there who was actually interested in purchasing this cabinet as is, just so you know, it does come with 12 games. You got actually 6 Pac-Man games on here. Pac-Man, Pac-and-Pal, Super Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, Pac-Land, Pac-Mania, as well as you got Galaga, Galaxy, and Mappy, Dig Dug 2, and Rompers. Pretty decent Bandai Namco lineup. In fact, the same lineup we've seen on multiple variations of their Pac-Man cabinets. What's really nice is on all the Pac-Man games, you do have the ability to turn on the fast mode under the dip switch settings for each game, as well as every game has different dip switch settings. However, I do got a bit of sad news. When you enter the dip switch settings for Galaga, no fast fire option for Galaga. Arcade1Up has actually provided that dip switch setting on a couple other of their Bandai Namco cabinets, so I'm kind of surprised that they left it off here. And with this being a standalone cabinet, no internet, no Wi-Fi, no online leaderboards, no way to get patches, it's probably going to stay this way. Oh, just a heads up once again about this joystick. It actually works pretty well for these games. A lot of these games, you're just going up, down, left, right. You're not trying to pull off any kind of crazy-ass fighting game moves, stuff like that. So you could upgrade these joysticks, but is it really necessary for these games? Probably not. All right, let's take a quick look here at some quick Pac-Man play, but don't go anywhere. We gotta talk. Okay, taking a look at the marquee game or title game for this cabinet, Pac-Man Plus. What's really nice is all of these games, Arcade1Up did give you the feature to turn off their pixel smoothing effect. So if you like pixel smoothing, you could leave it on, or you could turn it off and just play pixel perfect. Me, myself, I love the pixel perfect. Makes these games look really sharp, in my opinion, on these LCD screens. And by the way, yes, that is a BOE monitor, so it does have the nice BOE monitor. I also noticed that when it comes to Pac-Mania, you know, that 3D isometric type Pac-Man game, I noticed that going up and down on the screen on the map, there's no screen tearing. You notice you don't see any kind of ripples or anything crazy going on the screen as we navigate up and down the playfield area. Looks like Arcade1Up has fixed it, at least on this cabinet. There's several Bandai-Namco cabinets out there from Arcade1Up where there's a lot of screen tearing when playing this game, not on this particular cabinet. Also, when it comes to playing Galaga or Galaxian, I'm not noticing any weird audio delays myself personally, so I think that the audio delays or glitches we've seen on those games in the past are gone as well. This is an interesting little arcade product from Arcade1Up, 3/4 scale. It's no taller than any first, second, or third generation Arcade1Up cabinet. It's got some pros to it. It's got some good sounds, some fixes to the emulation. A lot of the games run, sound, and play the way they should. You got decent little joystick, nothing to brag about. You got this ugly little light up panel on. The marquee is terrible, but you know, the games play well. There's no Wi-Fi, online leaderboards, nothing like that. It's truly a standalone product from Arcade1Up, so it's like a blast from the past. If this cabinet was $500, I'd be pissed, but considering this cabinet is only $180, $200 when I got it, I'm not going to throw a lot of shade its way because guess what? I think this cabinet's worth $180, $200 at the most, and I'm glad I have it because I got a great modding project that I'm going to be working on with this Cabaret, and I hope you come back and check out that video once I get this project completed. But I definitely want to know what you think of this Pac-Man Plus Cabaret cabinet from Arcade1Up. I gotta admit, I love the shape of the cabinet, man. I love the wood grain that they put on here. Nice dark color wood grain, and the shape of the cabinet is really what sold me because I definitely am going to be turning this into a pretty cool Cabaret mod. Can't wait to show you guys when it's done. But what do you think about this whole thing? Let me know. Give me your thoughts, feedback, reactions below. Give us a thumbs up on the way out if you enjoyed the review. And as always, my dudes, thank you for subscribing.